Good morning, folks. Welcome to 406 Regen. We are down here in Billings, Montana, going to the Grazing expo. It's the first time I've been in this building. It's it's a new add-on to the hotel where they got the convention center. But lots of tables out here. You got all your, mainly when you come to this stuff, you got your carbon credits, electric fencing, the vodka one, that one's new, electric e-collars for tracking your cows, mainly cows. I don't think there's an e-collar out yet that does sheep, at least very well. Redmond, this one, I haven't seen him before. Obviously, I use Redmond salt, but haven't seen their booth before. I'll have to check that one out, the Art of Range podcast. Again, collars. To me, that looks really big on a cow. Like, cows are destructive and they love to rub. I don't know how long that's supposed to stay on there. But then you got the Noble Research Institute, Texas A&M, egg things. It's actually, there might be one more booth of theirs. NCRS, USDA, a good one for people that are in the state of Montana or North Dakota, really. If you're looking for good groups to go to that put on events, EMRA, Eastern Montana Regenerative Agriculture, they do a good job. They have pretty good, gone to a couple of their events last year. Yeah, that was last year. They had Alejandro Carrillo up from the Chihuahuan Desert up in Ecalaca. It was pretty good. Grassroots Carbon, that's about $8,000 right there. Then I said carbon credits. Ambrook Bookkeeping. And then there's the tire winder. We'll be doing more on this later. As far as making video on it. So, Western Ag Network, satellite tracking for your farm, ranch. There's a few more out in the hallway, but this was the main big bunch of them. So, having a pretty good time down here in Billings at the conference. It was the 4th through the 7th, so they get a little long after a day or two, but I don't know. Everybody's drawn to that technology. Sorry, this is $8,000, but they don't sell them. If you sign up for their carbon program, you can get this. They'll give it to you. But the way I look at it, I haven't heard of Dr. Alan Williams or Gabe Brown signing their ranches up for any place, so I look at it like, well, them guys have been doing it a lot longer than I have. They must not have found anything that's worth signing up for yet. So anyway, sup boys? We've been gone for a few days. I'm happy to see you're not streaked with red in the front. Show me those white coats. Hey, you, come here. How's the white coat? Is it white? Yeah, it's pretty white looking. You kind of look funky. I don't know. Yeah, I still left it on. So, the rams have been kind of a pain in the butt. And we put all the little ones together. So at the moment, the net shouldn't be hot. That's hard. That's very hard to do, to get myself to do that. The net's not hot because we got this poly wire in here as an offset all around the pin to keep the rams from going under it. It's worked fairly good. I guess there was a little one out earlier today. My uncle said we just got back from the Grazing expo, and they've been in here 4, 5, 6, like 5 days, which is a lot. There's a lot of forage in here. Obviously, there isn't anymore. But look at our trample. Got a lot of good trample down in here. There's not much vegetation left in them here, and I'm trying to decide if I need to try to move them before dark, or maybe just let them go a little hungry and move them in the morning. I'm not sure yet. I am loving the trample. I haven't walked out here. This is the first time since getting back. We got home, unloaded the car. I'm checking animals because that's a long time to be gone without laying eyes on the animals. So, but you can tell, lots of armor got pushed down. Where the biomass was grown, where it was here to be pushed to the ground, they trampled a good amount of it and got it down there. Further up, by the water tank, and this field is mostly dirt, and it hasn't really taken off yet. So obviously, if there's nothing for them to trample, it's not going to be there. It's going to be dirt. But like I said, down in here, you can't hardly... On this field, you actually can't really even walk through it. Which, yes, that's what we want. It's what we want for certain. The intermediate out here is, I don't know, chest high, I guess. Some 6 foot, so 5.5 feet. Because I got some that's almost chin high. Some, like this one here. This one here is basically nose height. Intermediate did good. It finally took off. This spring wasn't very good. I didn't know if it would. It was very, very slow about starting up. But, yeah. So... the dogs are doing good. Doesn't look like they've hurt anybody. This guy here, that's not from the dogs. They got stepped on or snapped his ankle. I don't know. Unfortunately, he's for sure on the call list now because he can't walk. So, without dragging his hind foot, because it's broke. Then you got this guy. He's on the call list just because of his age, unfortunately. You pet. Oh. I don't know. Should keep his highness around to keep the other ones from being so scared. He just loves to come and rub on a person. He has never tried to ram us. But he does demand his attention when he wants it. Don't you? So this one here is this year's lamb to last year's ram. Do not do that again. So they look all right. Most of them look pretty good. Do you mind? Grab it. I'm gonna grab it. Hey, that one's wanting attention. You better back him off me. Come on, dude. I gotta walk. We'll walk this way then. My attack dog. Anyway. So, yeah, I probably shouldn't leave them here yet tonight. Just don't know if I can get it all moved before dark. There is some grass out here yet, but not much. Not much. Wish I didn't have so many head horns. Obviously, those are all coals. They get pulled. They don't go back in with their ewes. But we'll get rid of them. This here's just a bunch of last year's right here. Oh, yeah. Yep, bunch of last year's. And then we got some of the smaller ones. Like, you know, that one there is pretty... Well, he's not too small. That one there's skinny. That one must have some of that black belly in it. But that's 570. He was one of the later ones born too. So there's a pretty ram. That one's a pretty one. So, nope, just came out here to walk through them, look it over, see if they got enough for grazing. I mean, they're not gonna starve tonight. They would love to be moved, for sure. But they're not gonna starve. So these are most of the rams. Well, this is all the ram. Well, 99.9% of the rams. There's some really small, tiny, really tiny ones left in the ewes I gotta pull out. But this is what reason I don't know if I got time to move it is because I gotta run the weed eater on the side over here along there and then bring it up, and then I can put the fence up. But like I said, a person can't hardly even walk through that. As you can tell, it's pretty down there and good. Nice and thick. So, wonder why they didn't even touch, they didn't knock this one at all. There we go. We'll push it down on the ground for them. But, to see, yeah, everybody thinks that they would appreciate to be moved. For certain. Let's play a game here. Tell me if you can see the dog. And not that dog. And not that dog. There's a third dog. Let me know if you can see him in the comments below. Anyway, I'm going to toss my brother, see what he wants to do. And might just let him sit here tonight. Oh yeah, before we left, the guardian dogs, well, this one was having a hard time getting in his kennel. He's, I don't know, too lazy to jump. So before we left, now this, excuse me, this came down just to a triangle. It was a perfect triangle. And I noticed he's having a hard time getting his belly crawled over. So before we left, we just squared it off. I see one dog's been in there. GW, can you get in there? You're not GW. Can you get in there? GW, go. Get over. Come on. You're lazy shit. You can jump. I know you're short, but if I put it any shorter, and the sheep will just walk in. You lazy mutt. You can jump. So, come on, GW. Good boy. Good boy. Get over. Get over. I don't want to shake. You mutt. Anyway, at least the one's getting in. This guy will just have to decide if he don't want to starve, he's got to learn to jump. And it's not that, it's just a little over 2 feet. It's not like I'm asking him to jump really high. So, oh boy. We're trailing. Anyway. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go talk to my brother, see what he wants to do. I don't know, down here especially, there's some green stems yet they can chew on until morning, so. Normally, I'd move them, but it's been a long couple days. And the drive, just kind of tired. But I'll leave that up to my boss whether moving them tonight or not, so I'm going to run in and go talk to him.